Hey, Cancer. How you guys doing, man? Welcome back to the channel. It's your tarot card reading. Full moon in Libra. It is your square, right? It is your square, not your opposite, but it is your square. And when we say square, it means different element, same modality. Okay? So it's air in the element of air, but of course you're a water sign and things of that nature. But they are cardinal as well. So it's the process of initiation. So with that being said, this is some of the energies that you'll be embodying as well. So keep your eyes and ears open, your mind's eye to see and things of that nature, and take some notes, notebook, tea, drink, whatever you need, and things of that nature. Get cozy. This is going to be a little bit of an extensive reading for my Cancerians and things of that nature. So a little bit longer than usual, and that's because of this whole solstice, the energy of the initiation. This is going to be about probably 3 to 6 months that follows after, so keep an eye out for this energy that's coming into play that we're going to be tapping into today. And I think it's going to be good. Cancer, how you guys been feeling? The moon, you're ruled by the moon, and the moon is in the sign of Libra right now. So for my Cancer risings, you got, let me do the math real quick. Cancer in the first house, you got Leo in the second, and then you got Virgo in your third, Libra in your fourth. Okay, so my Cancer risings, whole sign breakdown would be the fourth house for you, and that's where the full moon will be illuminating in your life. So there's a lot that's talking about the home, the family, and things of that nature that's being illuminated. Maybe there's some balance between family, home, play, and play and things of that nature. Libra, the yin, it's very air sign and things of that nature. It's ruled by Venus. It's all about pleasure, and things of that nature, having areas of enjoyment. Venus is a lot of other things too, as well as finances, diplomacy, the law, the legal system, and things of that nature. Right. So there's judge, a lot of that stuff, guys. Is Libra energy deals with. So that may be significant for you. Maybe balancing things within the home. Maybe there's some focus being shone on your home life right now, based upon how you want to, based upon your areas of fun, right? It's like balancing. It's creating the relationship aspect with your home and with your home life, with your family. I don't know what you're curating around there. Like if you're cultivating, for my Cancer, that's for my Cancer risings. As if you're a Cancer sun or Cancer moon, you may have it in a different house. Okay, so it's important to know your house system so you know what area of life is playing out to. My collective readings, I'll do a breakdown of the houses. So I'll do the rising signs. Based upon the rising sign, you listen out for that, and then we can kind of get into certain things for the collective reading. So that's going to be interesting, y'all. Stay tuned. Maybe stay tuned for that. I'm not sure when we're going to do that yet, but I will come up with a date and things of that nature, and we will get that done. Just want to make sure these are shuffled well. But Cancer, let me know how you guys been feeling. You have romance at the bottom of the deck for you, right? Romantic love. Number 2 as well. It's Libra energy, the energy of relation. Okay, it's the ability to relate. It's 2 energy from one point to the other. It's being able to see one thing and see yourself and see something outside of you. Right. That's it. That's all it is. It doesn't always mean intimate. It could mean the objects you're relating to, the substances you're relating to, the way of life and things of that nature. A lot of different things we relate to our surroundings. Right. I'm relating to you guys right now through something like this, which is in itself a form of relating, right? So, Cancer, I want to know how you guys are doing this full moon. We see change at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what this is about. 2 of Pentacles. Your energy does feel a little emotional, a little bit heavy during this full moon. Of course, you're ruled by the moon though, so I'm not surprised. Fool energy. Someone got the Fool. Who got the Fool? Aries. And you could have some Aries placements in your chart, and if so, you should be heading over to the channel to watch the Aries reading, okay? Three volunteer cards. Okay, a little underlining story. A decision, something happening quick. Moving forward with some understanding, Cancer. You're making a decision. This could be a decision of a love connection here with the Lover's energy. It's just an overall decision. You're paying attention to your harmony, to the harmony of the relationships, like how you relate to certain people, places, and things. You're trying to find harmony with your ways of relation, okay? This could be a decision as well around something, around moving forward, around a mindset, around taking action. We see this fire energy, the Knight of Discs and the Eight of Wands, which deals with fire, and that talks about movement. It talks about action. So maybe there's something you're thinking about right now, and you're thinking about making a decision of taking action with something to pursue something. We have Earth here, which lets me know foundation, stability, mental understanding, something like that. We see Strength at the bottom of the deck as well, so definitely a message to remain strong right now. I guess whatever you're going through, stay strong. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the water, shout out to my water signs as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But this is good energy, you know, with the progress, the Queen of Swords. What did you separate from that you didn't like, that you didn't want to receive? You know, there was some sort of separation based upon receiving. I don't know if you communicated something and then there was some sort of separation. Oh my goodness. There's a Knight of Cups, pursuit of emotion, the pursuit of a relationship, pursuit of fulfillment. Okay, so that was a little bit of an underlining theme. I don't want to stick too much to the underlining themes with Cancer. I also hear stop overthinking. I hear you're overthinking about some stuff right now, which is why there's a lot of overthinking with the action. I think that swiftness energy is a lot of thinking towards what action you should take, okay? Which I'm going to give some guidance on just in a little bit. Just give me a second here to see what actions are coming out. See, the Three of Swords, this is sorrow. This is a separation. This is like a little bit, this is heartbreak energy, boundaries and restrictions. Saturn and Libra, why are you putting boundaries over your relationships? There's some sort of boundaries and restriction over your relationships because you don't understand some form of stability. But that's an underlining theme. So let's get into what this is looking like and why this is playing out the way it's playing out, okay? But as of right now, it's an underlining theme of the read. It is not, directly corresponding to my collective, to you directly, but this whatever's going on here has to do with some sort of separation of a heartfelt connection, or people, places, and things don't serve you anymore. It's getting your priorities right and making a decision which direction you want to go. Most important part, Triple E's Tarot, is you. This energy, I hate getting this card first. Why does it, like, bro, I had 3 people got this card first, and it's just, I don't even know. I just don't like this card. Like, Princess of this, like, I don't like that card. I don't know, like, it's just, it doesn't sit right with me. But, like, at the same time, like, because some of y'all, like, I don't like seeing it because it lets me, and especially in the past, it lets me know what y'all manifesting. Y'all don't really like what you're manifesting. So, like, why are you, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's why I started to realize, like, I've been pulling that card for certain people in that position. I'm like, what's going on here? Y'all are like leaving old manifestations on the back burner and things of that nature. There's these past things that are manifesting for you that you've manifested, and you're just leaving them in the past. Or are you finishing them? Are you completing these cycles? Because these things are manifesting, then you're seeing them in your reality, and then it's shaping your understanding. Like, let me back away, or let me not do that. Well, no, you gotta process what you gotta be intentional about what you're manifesting. Okay, we have the Empress in position. Oh my gosh, thank you. In position 1, or position 2, and this talks about expressing yourself. There's clearly some stuff, Cancer, that you gotta get off your chest. Okay. There's some shit you got to get off your chest. There's some ways of expression you got to talk about. Possibly some emotional communication. Okay. Whatever's creative thing that you got going on right now, definitely tap into that. I think you're tapping into some sort of creativity. I think your creativity will be good to do during this full moon to help you exhaust some of these energies. Okay. Oh my goodness, the devil in your hidden influence. What is this, man? Fuck's sakes. Bro, what do you... no, let me... Okay, guys. Okay. Position 4, I'm pulling this whole spread because I need to see this whole spread before I decide to speak on certain things, okay? Oh, and it's upside down? Oh, hell no. All right, bet. Oh my goodness. Okay, Cancer. Okay. Good card. Outcome. Okay. This is a really crazy time for you, Cancer. I'm not even gonna cap right now. This is a crazy time for you, and it's due to some sort of separation, heartbreak, sorrow. Okay, with your relationships, business partnerships, things that didn't work. I don't know what this is. Outdated friend groups. There's clearly something that manifested with the Princess of Dis based upon old mindsets and old understanding and old things that were just outdated. But you kind of move. You want to move forward from that. This could also be a child that has manifested. You could be pregnant as well with the Empress card. Okay. Doesn't necessarily mean that, creativity is a very good thing to tap into right now. You could be tapping into more your spiritual essence, your sensual natures, your divine feminine. Whether you're masculine or feminine, despite the gender, you're just tapping into your energy of creativity, growth. You know where you're divinely called, which is okay. Do you have a calling over here? There's harmony here. Like it's the Empress is like, okay, what do you like to do, and how do you like to do it? How do you like to express yourself, and what is it that you do that you express yourself through, and continue doing those things? That's the Empress energy. The Devil in position 3 is very interesting to me because you see, the Devil is someone who's also very driven. Okay, Cancer, I think you're very driven towards something, but there's also some sort of the manipulation here, or some sort of illusion, okay, based upon desire. What are you trying to control within your surroundings or environment that you can't control? That's like out of your control. Okay, there's some form of communication that's being like hidden, or I don't know if you're hiding it, you're keeping it within, or you're not ready to display it. But something right now with that Devil energy, you need to be careful because it's in a hidden influence. I don't like that in that position. You could be the influence to be very driven, or like you're focused on you. You're just focused on you, and you having this, and you having this desire, you having fun here, going with these friends in this neighborhood, partying here, doing that. That's all letting the desire rule you in terms of the Devil. Okay. In position. So you could have a strong Earth placement as well. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, you're looking to express yourself, but make sure it's not in a devilish way. With the Devil in position 3. Okay, where it's not manipulative. It's not an illusion. You're being true to yourself. Okay, authenticity is a very important thing right now, especially that I'm seeing the Art card in the upside down position. What? That, like, what? You're the only one getting an upside down card this whole week. Why? Like, it's crazy. But because I'm gonna get on before I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. What we gonna get to in the upside down card. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you gotta be mindful of your surroundings, the people who are being manipulative and who are lying and who, it's an illusion here. Be careful of what you're doing. There's friend groups and things of that nature trying to get you to do things within your locality, your neighborhood, and things of that nature. But it's like it's all for the sake of desire. What do you actually need to do in the world? Like, what do you actually want to do in terms of longevity and stability with the Seven of Pentacles? That's why you keep failing at something because you're not prioritizing the important things. You're prioritizing the expression, but it's not. These people within your surroundings or environment. It's all for the sake of desire. They don't have no goal. They're not driven. They don't have no mission. Maybe and then reverse roles were necessary. Maybe it's you, the one with the mission, with the goals, and these people are doing things for the sake of desire. You got to know how to reverse the roles. Use your own intuition, okay? Because sometimes it plays out reverse role. So how I say it may be opposite, okay? Princess of Swords in position 4. See, because something it's an obstacle to overcome. Something manifested from a mindset or a form of communication. Or is it? It's like you manifested something from this outdated mindset, and it's still being communicated to you. Maybe through your friend groups or through your neighborhood. And it may be slowing you down. That's why it's an obstacle to overcome. That's why you can't incorporate any balance. Any fucking balance. This is the Sagittarius card. This is incorporating balance. Knowing what pieces to put together till you get the ultimate thing. But you don't. It's right now, especially emotionally, it's flipped upside down. Right? The art card. So a balanced lifestyle is a good one. But your lifestyle, it's like you're refusing to balance lifestyle. Why are you refusing to cultivate balance in your life? It's as if you don't want. It's if you're rejecting the Libra energy. You said, I don't want balance. I want my way. But that's not how things work, though, Cancer. Like, you can't just. It's not all about your way and what you want. You got to walk the path of this sun energy, and I'm gonna get into the art definition for y'all real quick. If we can, I may not even have that book. Maybe in a different section. But which I think is right here. Give me a second. Found it. It's right beside the station and things of that nature. So with this here, okay, where are we getting into? Oh yes, the art card. All right, so let's see what this talks about here. Okay, this book I don't open up too much. I usually use my main tarot, but I want to see what this book talks about in terms of the art card. Okay, position 14. Moderation, management, skill, balance, competence, manifestation. See, it's like it's like all you want to focus on is what is your manifestation, which is why it's this devilish energy. You're trying to use your neighborhood and communication with all this devilish energy and all this illusion-ass energy. I don't know what this is, Cancer, but like, shift needs to be made. I'm not a big fan of this for you. To be completely honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of this for you, okay? But let me get into this art position. Traditionally, this card is called temperance, okay? It is a notion of moderation, not just the consumption of alcohol, but in all things including. You could be one that drinks or like is prone to alcohol or something like that, or you've been doing a lot of substances like alcohol and things of that nature. But in all things, including emotional and mental, as well as physical. This is probably the most sensible card in the tarot. Yeah. Crowley's version is named Art because the figure in the image is artfully combining elements to create an alchemical reaction. This requires a knowledge and a skill that is not commonplace. Okay, okay. A knowledge and a skill that is not in common, or it's not commonplace, so you're not too used to it, right? It's not everyday. Art measures out the ideal amount of everything needed and counsels us to use them wisely and with consideration. The figure on this card is like the witch or alchemist combining two opposing forces in their cauldron. This card is the fulfillment of the lover's card. That's crazy. This card is the fulfillment of the lover's card, and it's upside down for you, letting me know you're not fulfilled in the area of love. But what's going on in your love life then, if that's the case? See, that's why I like to pull these out, because it really gets me in depth, because it's in your position 5, emotion, and then others' perspectives, direct with that relationship energy. And then the Aeon is in the last position of 7, stepping into a portal, a new time, a new state of being, the divine doorway. Is that what you're going through right now? Is it a relationship period to where you're going through a doorway to realize what you're doing, what's for you and what's not? Art measures out the ideal. Okay. This card is the fulfillment of the lover's card, which is represented by Gemini. Okay. Art relates to Sagittarius, the opposite to Gemini. In the zodiac, therefore its complement. Sagittarius is the archer. The figure is, in one sense, the depiction of Diana the Huntress. Crowley said that this card represents the consumption of the royal marriage, which took place at 2-6. Okay, the card 6 of the lovers. Okay, the black and white. Okay. So this card represents the consummation of royal marriage, which takes place in the 6th, which takes place in the Lover's card. So the Lover's card is you deciding to marry, is a marrying of energies, masculine and feminine. Okay, and when you merge those two together, you get something pristine. Okay, so the joining of the masculine energy and the feminine is the energy of marriage in itself. Okay, that in itself is what we label as marriage. Okay, it's just the joining and the coming together of masculine and feminine energy as one, the union. Okay, and he's saying that this card here, the art card, is the consummation of the royal marriage. So it is the coming together of the masculine and the feminine, the small attributes and the small importances that come together that create the union. Okay, within the cauldron. The black and white personas are now united in a single figure. Okay, the red lion has become white, while the white eagle has become red. Art is clothed in green and to represent growth. Alchemists had to take the mineral aspect of lead and transmute it into vedical matter in order to have it grow, to put life back into the dead. At the bottom of the card, water and fire intermingle happily, showing how opposites can live together harmoniously. Each complements what is missing in the other. Rainbow that arises from the mingling within the cauldron and becomes the cape of art, symbolic of the coat of many colors. Okay, as worn by Joseph. Okay. But much like in the Bible, this is the benediction of favor and may attract jealousy. In a purely mundane sense, if you exercise moderation or in control of yourself, you will attract the jealousy of those incapable of managing themselves properly. Enjoy your competence and don't permit others to talk you out of your path, for it is true and pure. That's crazy. And the fact that that's upside down for you is not like the best, guys. I don't know, people trying to talk you out your path. People are trying to put bad advice in your ear, trying to tell you, yeah, this isn't right, or that isn't right, or I don't like you doing this thing, etc., etc. I'm not, I don't know what that is, you know what I'm saying? So that's something you kind of have to get clear with, okay? Don't allow others to talk about your path, guys. Their life isn't your life. Other people's life isn't your life. What life do you want for yourself? And then you go for that. If you're gonna get influenced by people that's gonna ruin and be destructive in your life, or why are you being influenced by them? Because it's not what you don't have what other people have. So why would you let other people be in your ear trying to talk you out of something? Like, don't, like, bro, let the bed bury the dead, and that's what it means. Let the bed bury the dead, because bad people will give terrible advice, terrible people advice. Like, bro, listen to yourself. Jealousy is a bitch, and that's what it's talking about right here. Because jealous minds will tell you, yeah, go do this, go have fun, go party, go fuck around. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Bro, you're young, live your life. Bro, worst advice for these young kids out here, man. And I know, because I'm a young generation. And these kids, nah, ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave that shit at that, my nigga. So, with that being said, I'm tapping into this. So this art in position 5, others' perspectives, emotional well-being, is upside down, trying to find harmony, trying to come together, trying to incorporate the balance. Oh my goodness. This is people talking in your ear, utilizing their information, not being confident. Like, man. Look, we have the 9 of Spades, cruelty. This is overthinking because of people in your ear. 7 of Spades, bro. Fuck, why? And then you hit the jackpot. But did you hit the jackpot because you realize you've been fucking it? Like, did you hit the jackpot because you realize? See, this is the J of Diamonds. This is a jackpot of understanding now. Now you hit the jackpot of understanding because you realize the influences people have had over you and what you don't have over yourself. This is like lack of will with the devil. Lack of willpower, being influenced by your neighborhood, your surroundings. Jack of Diamonds. Y'all, tap in. Tap the fuck in, bro. Tap the fuck in. The divine door is opening for you to walk the path of the sun, to shine your light, and to be a light worker and be a light warrior. But you're like stuck in this darkness. You need to get out of this dark. But you're in this energy of the Empress. You're expressing yourself creative, but like make sure it's not delusional with the devil. I want to see Crowley's breakdown of the devil real quick. But ambition, desire, obsession, temptation, enslavement, stubborn, ecstasy. There's some form of desire or obsession or temptation that you have within your environment, or local neighborhood, friend group, something. Okay, it's time for something to overcome, and maybe this is what you're trying to separate from with the Princess of Swords, but you already are under this influence so badly from them because it already manifested and you already experienced it and did it and participated in it that now it's hard to separate from. Oh my God, bro. In traditional packs of tarot, there are 2 figures, half devilish themselves, with horn heads and tails, chained to the devil. But here Crowley sets them free by not featuring them at all. Okay, the devil here is Pan. Pan generator. More than Baphomet. Okay, Pan creates through joy, ecstasy, and pleasure. Okay. However, this can tip over into obsession for those who erroneously think that if some is good, then more must be better. In readings about a career, this is an interesting card to get as it also represents blind ambition. The hard work required to make it yield results. The problem is that it may well be saying that your ambition is nothing more than dissatisfaction. Fuck me. This may not be cured by you getting whichever trapping of success you seek. Which may not be cured by you getting whichever trapping of success you seek. It's a trapping, like whatever trapping of success. This card is connected to the letter Ain, which means an eye. The devil is also related to the astrological sign of Capricorn. The qualities of this sign are given by Crowley are rough, harsh, dark, even blind. The impulse to create takes no account of reason. custom, or foresight. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm not fucking with that. Let me be completely honest with y'all. I'm not fucking with none of that shit. Don't shoot the messenger. As your reader, listen. This is insane what you're going through. Like y'all, like bro, how y'all need to have some reason when you're doing things. You guys know that the reason is God. Jupiter energy, godly energy is reason. If you have no reason doing anything, it's blind. It's like blind faith. Well, what are you doing? Like, do you not realize like you're just wasting your life? I don't know if you really like take it in. Like, I don't know if you really like no, you're just letting life go pass by. You're like, yeah, cool. What? Okay. Okay. Remember that because this is energy that you're embodying, right? Capricorn. So this could be a Capricorn influence on you. I don't know if you have a Capricorn in your life, someone who's a Capricorn that you're dealing with. But yeah, you got to watch out for these Capricorns because clearly they may be influencing something on you that's having you embody some of this energy where it's rough, harsh, dark, even blind. Okay, where the impulse to create takes no account of reason. You don't care, no foresight, no vision, no nothing. You just dab, just for the sake of what? I don't even know. Rough heart. I don't even. It's just that's whack to me. The contradiction between a meaning that is, and I'm sorry if this is triggering. That's one thing that I'm gonna say. My bad if this is triggering a part of my collective because I don't necessarily I don't mean to trigger you guys. Like this is just I read what comes out, what comes through. You know what I'm saying? And it's right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, but let's continue. Let's see what else it talks about, okay? The contradiction between a meaning that is I and one that is being blind is one that can be explained by the fact that the devil encompasses all equally within its remit. It is enamored of wild, barren places of its as it is of tame, fertile ones. The goat of Capricorn is at home in its inhospitable mountains, as it is as less values. Okay, is responsible. When it's related to ecstasy, things of that nature. Okay, blah blah blah. It's just talking about the Capricorn. Why the appearance of this card can cause distress in some, especially if you have had an upbringing in religion that has the devil within some source of evil. Okay, this is to misunderstand the meaning of the devil in Crowley's tarot. Much like the death card, the devil is seen as terrifying and bodying ill in some way. No card in the deck is ever wholly bad or even challenging one's lessons for us. Yeah, no, for sure. The devil in its original form may talk to self-enslavement to base desires. Oh yeah, I can that exactly lower natures because we can all become our devil, and that is de-evolving your light to for the sake of lower desires. And now you do everything for that, and you don't care about whatever longevity and higher octave you could be. It's all not purposeful. Okay. Self-enslavement to base desires, but with Crowley, the depth and breadth of his philosophy did away with old notions and ordinary mortality. The profane and the sacred, much like the barren and fertile lands the goat delights in, both became one for the true adept. The formula. Okay, so yeah, don't mind that part. It's just getting Crowley gets into like, anyways. This formula, this card is then the complete appreciation of all existing things. He rejoices the rugged and the barren, no less than the smooth and the fertile. All things equally exalted him. He represents finding ecstasy in every phenomenon, however naturally repugnant. Okay, so take a breath. If the eye of the devil stares back at you from the tarot spread, and think deeply about which position he lands on and what that means for you, right? Okay, so because within position 3, that's within your local neighborhood, that's within your environment, that's within certain friend groups, that's within certain online situations, social media, and things of that nature. There's some sort of desire or obsession or some sort of temptation or self-enslavement, okay? That's going down here, so be mindful of that. So the sun card, you got to walk that path, and we'll touch on the sun in the traditional tarot. Okay, I'm going to touch on the sun in the traditional tarot real quick, and that's going to be near the end. It's going to be near the end. Here it is, though. It's right here. So the sun card features a blazing sun. Okay, put that on the table for y'all. The sun card features a blazing sun, sometimes with a face, sunbeams radiating from it. Beneath the sun, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, a smiling nude child rides a white horse. Some decks show two children with their arms around each other. Other decks picture a young couple holding hands. The sun rules the zodiac sign Leo, which astrologers linked with children, pleasure, and creativity. The sun card represents life itself. For the sun gives life to everything on earth, one of the most joyful cards in the tarot. It signifies vitality, confidence, achievement, attainment, and success in all endeavors. It's very interesting because I feel like this sun card is like the devil, but with purpose. Like the sun is like the devil being able to do this thing and getting to it, but with purposeful action and actually care. Like, very interesting. But because I'll show you, I'm gonna get into the devil in this one, in this book, right? And many decks picture medieval Christian type devil. Okay, complete with horns, hovels. Okay, hairy tail, pitchfork. Okay, Rider-Waite-Smith decks, small human-like figures at the devil's feet. One male, one female, with chains around their necks that represent bondage to the material realm. Notice the chains are loose, loose, though, and the people could easily slip them off. Okay, suggesting that this card is about self-imposed limitations. When you think of the devil, what comes to your mind? Consummate evil, a mystical creature, or a symbol of human indulgence, ignorance, egotism, greed, irresponsibility. I think the devil as the obsession card. Okay, so there's something that you're obsessing over within your environment and things of that nature. So when the devil shows up in a reading, he recommends reevaluating your relationship to people and material things that keep you chained. It's time to let go of old fears, hang-ups, and inhibitions, and ways you manipulate others to satisfy your needs. The devil tells you to figure out what's true and what's false, at least for you. In a reading about money, this card can advise you to confront your fears about financial security, social status, and material success. Are you too attached to money and material things? Are you taking advantage of others for personal gain? Are you selling your soul to the devil in order to profit? If the reading is about your work, the devil may indicate you're chained. And this is a holistic life reading, so I'm going to read all terms, okay? Reading about work, the devil may indicate that you're chained to your job, neglecting the other areas of life. Perhaps you're a workaholic or crave the status your position gives you. This warns against engaging in questionable practices to get ahead. Okay, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And in a reading about love, the devil asks, is an abusive, obsessive, or harmful relationship adversely affecting your life? Okay. Sexual desire may cause you to overlook character flaws in a partner. Self-inflicted bondage is preventing you from moving ahead. Self-inflicted bondage, guys. So it's important for you to look at these things. Of course, it's in position 3. Lets me know more neighborhood type stuff. It's not really, this is more about, work, love, and things of that nature. But at the same time, that gives us a good outlook at what we're looking at here and how we can move forward here. But I do think it's a very big thing for you guys right now. I think it's extraordinary. Like that's using words that I'm trying to think of that are really profound, because I can tell based upon the internal way that you guys are feeling right now. I know. You guys don't have to tell me. Like, I know. So let's get into some guidance. I think it's time to pull the oracle. I think it's needed here. I think it's very much needed here. Oh my goodness. Cancerians, give me a comment down below. Give me some moons. Give me some moons in the comments. Drop some moons in the comments, my Cancerians. Let me know that you tap in and you made it this far. If you made it this far, you're a legend. I'm gonna tell you right now, Cancer, if you made it this far, you're a fucking legend, bro. Don't ever think, like, 40 minutes of insights about yourself. If you made it this far, you're a legend. Most people won't. Most people, oh my gosh, I don't even need to say. You're like 0.1%. Let me just say that. So if you're watching this, you want to improve your life, so improve it. Like, you got it. But like I know you getting lost in the world and things, and I can tell. I can tell. First card, it looks like a nice Leo sunny energy. Ish, see, oh my goodness, communion. Ishtar, 24, 6 energy, Venus energy, which is the lover's energy, which is related to the art position. Okay. Communion lets me know Gemini energy too, the joining of energies. Okay, the union, the coming together of certain energies. Okay, the masculine and feminine. Communion coming out first, Ishtar. Okay, believe it's Egyptian. Maybe you have Egyptian connections and things of that nature. We're gonna look into it deeper though, so just hang tight. I could be wrong, but let me see. Can you give me another guidance card for my Cancerians, please? Guidance for Cancer. Guidance for Cancer, please. Okay, and then we have a lot coming up. We have compassion and we have knowledge. It's just like you're like a compassionate person. You're knowledgeable, bro. What the fuck are you like? I don't know who's influencing you or like who you be like with, who you with. But like I don't know. It's like associations. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's weird. I don't like it, Cancer. I don't fucking like it. Your water looking all murky. See, this is you. A life path 11 could be a life path 11. Look, we have nurture. It's the guidance cards and the angels is coming to remind you like who you are. This is like your divine light, communion, family, communion, coming together, the joining of forces. But like you're like lost somewhere. Something has like showed you an illusion. I don't know if it's like the devil. I don't know if it's social media. In position 3, Mercurial like things. And then we have transformation at the bottom, Scorpio energy. You have a lot of spiritual strength, but it's as if you're wasting it or not placing it in the right areas. It's as if you're not focusing it in the right direction. It's as if you're putting your divinity on the back burner. It's as if you're telling your higher self, no, I want to be the devil. I don't want my higher self. I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much work. I just want to have fun. I want pleasure. I want people to feel how I feel. And that's it. It's like and that makes you, it's like that. Did that make you feel good? Oh no, I'm picking up I'm getting some manipulation as well here. So this is just interesting. It's just interesting. I think it's a big I think it's shedding light on your life a lot to show you who you are. You are a nurturer. You're ruled by the moon, Cancer. Family is a big thing for you. Communion is a big thing for you. Coming together, the joining of energies, like. But I'm gonna have to stop that real quick. Damn! Don't add me.
This delectable.
Okay. And sorry about that, guys. Just want to stop the ad real quick. But yeah, so this is it's an interesting energy, dude. For a part of my collective, since I depict things upside down. Okay. But yeah, Cancer. So this could be things within going down within your neighborhood and things of that nature, local travel, being very driven or obsessive about certain people within your local neighborhood and things of that nature for the sake of a desire or outcome. And you hit the jackpot with some sort of foundational thing here. It's good. There's a lot of growth. You could have been here, but now it's like there's overthinking with this thing and what you hit the jackpot on. But I think you know why. I think with this upside down art card, I think you know exactly what the fuck it is. Like it's not a surprise. Like, to me, this doesn't feel like a surprise for you, Cancer. You know what you're doing. Like, my Cancer, Cancer, you're partially psychic too. Don't act like you don't know what you're doing, especially emotionally and shit like that. Like, your internal world, you're just as hip as almost us. Like, as us, damn near. You know what I'm saying? I'm Scorpio, so we understand our internal worlds. So you know what the fuck you got going on, and if you don't, you need to start understanding what you're doing internally, because you're doing a lot of stuff that you're not realizing consciously, based upon emotion and your initiations. Okay, you stop initiating things and putting people, places, and things through certain initiations, based upon how you feel, and you're doing it unconsciously, and that's what makes it psychic. So it's important for you to be mindful of this energy. Okay. I'm gonna get into these definitions now. I don't think we did yet. I don't think we have yet, right? 11? No, yeah, we haven't. Okay, so let me get into this one. Demeter, nurturer, which is you, Cancer. It's the moon, right? It's the energy of the moon, nurturing, being a nurturer. Giving to others is a wonderful thing. When you have a healthy sense of yourself, you want to share your love, your inspiration, and your experience, and the exchange feels clean. Your boundaries are fluid yet strong. The Greek goddess of grain, motherhood, and harvest, Demeter, reminds you that a harvest is meant to be shared. You've now tapped into her nurturing love, which is abundant, and your well-meaning gestures. Okay, there you go. Will be received with gratitude in some way. Return to you tenfold. Now is the time to nurture yourself too. Forgiving must be balanced by receiving, allowing yourself to feel how the universe is like a wonderful, nurturing mother that is always there when you need her. Demeter says to trust that you are loved and cared for all day, every day, and for all time, especially now. Oh, well, that's a good confirmation. I like that. That's really heartwarming. Spirit said, you know what? They're going through it here. And this is good. Like, you're probably watching this reading like, damn, like, is he right? And certain things and certain confirmations. It's like I could pick up the psychic confirmations that you're picking up as well. Okay. Do you sometimes overgive to people until you're an empty well? Perhaps you've attached others. You attach others who are needy and want you. Perhaps you've attracted others who are needy and want you to look after them. You might be in a pattern of people pleasing because you're afraid to set boundaries. There is a sticky quality to connections based on this need to be needed. Although the possible repercussions for setting boundaries are in your mind, your body holds onto fear tightly, so it can be scary to make a change. No one wants to admit that they are manipulative or codependent, but it is important to be honest about where you find yourself now. That's crazy. Demeter knows the price of this way of being, as it caused her to lose something so dear to her. Now she has to come to show you another way. Your alignment task, pen to paper. Demeter knows the price of this way of being, as it caused her to lose something so dear to her. No one wants to be manipulative or codependent. Now she has to come show you another way. Your alignment task is to recognize that it's time to step back, take a breath, and say no to the behaviors and people you know are draining you. It's that simple. The divine, the one with the plan, gather your love, nourishment, and your self-worth. Choose how you nurture and how you want to receive it. You are so loved when the goddess Demeter brings you her nurturing energy to help you course correct. Which is good. This is good. Cardinal signs, you can have you're going through some sort of course correction. Some sort of course correction, okay? We've seen that with a little bit of Aries. So Cancer, you may want to watch the Aries reading. You could have Aries in your chart. And then you may want to watch the Libra reading. You guys, Cancers, yeah, okay? And then 24, Ishtar, communion. Okay, let's get into that as we close out here. So Ishtar communion, drop a comment down below. Let me know it's resonated, guys, and if it's been helpful, okay? So communion, Ishtar. Your intimate relationship with the world is being called upon right now as you enter unfamiliar environments and situations. It's time to commune with the great goddess, the aspect of the conscious universe in her most collaborative form. The world then becomes your oracle as it opens up and communicates everything you need in the form of signs, omens, and messages. Now is the time to pay attention to synchronicities and those moments when logic and reason fail to give you the full picture. The Mesopotamian goddess Ishtar reminds you of the time in her ancient temples when her priestess served as oracles. Communing with the goddess and imparting wisdom to the people who sought guidance. Look at everything in your life as an opportunity for communion. Losing the need for self-centeredness, connecting to source in a sacred, intimate way. You will not pray on your knees as a supplicant. You engage with the great goddess as a partner in co-creation, participating in the making of worlds. No one needs to rescue you when you act empowered, aware, and awake to the wondrous miracles you are part of. Alignment message here. When you refuse to see the signs, it can ultimately take you down a path you really don't want to be on. Red flags indicate something is not quite right. It's not a sign to jump in when both feet. Oh wait, hold on. I don't like this. Very short sentences here. Okay. When you refuse to see the signs, it can ultimately take you down a path you really don't want to be on. When red flags indicate something is not quite right, it's not a sign to jump in with both feet. It says this is not something for you. This is not yet. This is something to be revealed. If you choose to move forward stubbornly, you could find yourself back in an old lesson you'd rather not face again. When you are attached to an outcome and unable to see another option, you might say, the oracle said, this wasn't in my best interest, but I'm going to do it anyway. The truth is that the goddess Ishtar is offering you the alignment task for you now. Trust that the wisdom in the universe will provide with the perfect form, but in divine timing. This means you might have to wait for a while. Reconnect to your partnership with the goddess and trust that you will not be left behind. The connection is at the core of everything. This connection is at the core of everything. Reconnect to your partnership with the goddess and trust that you will not be left behind. This connection is at the core of everything. There's some sort of spiritual connection that you got disconnected from. I don't know if there's some sort of spiritual working that you no longer participate in and things like that, but that could seem like something has been going on. I know, as we get more mature, sometimes we get busy and life throws us curveballs and things of that nature, and sometimes it takes us out of alignment, okay? And sometimes those are the most important times. So with that being said, it may be important for you to kind of tap back into your spiritual natures and your spiritual essence, okay? And how that can be beneficial for you. With that being said, Cancerians, that's all for today. As always, I'm watching from afar. I'm rooting for you. You know that. I wouldn't be here for a whole hour if I wasn't. And at the end of the day, whatever you're going through, shout out to my water signs. You just got to learn. You just got to learn about yourself a little bit more. You got to learn about your attributes and your gifts and your curses, okay? You got to learn about your moon sign. You got to learn about your rising sign and how these things are playing out in your life. You got to learn about your influences. You got to learn about your friend groups. You got to learn about your surroundings. This is life. You want control so bad with this devil energy, but you're doing it the wrong way. Okay, so it's not for the sake of the desire. How can you overcome the desire with purposeful action? Got to walk that path of the sun. All right, that's number 6. Pay attention to the sun. Purposeful action. You got this, Cancer. Until the next one. Happy full moon.